Hello and happy Hearthwarming Eve. My name is Frostcloud on my Mr. Chaos the Cunning Wolf channel. Some of you may remember how I wanted to do a scripted version of my real-life backstory due to how unsatisfied I felt with the first unscripted video I made a few months prior after my graduation. Now I've been thinking before this video, is this really a good time to be telling such a depressing story during a time of joy? But then I remembered, isn't Hearthwarming also a time where you can be honest and let your feelings be known with the ones who care for you? So I decided this video is happening. Now, it's time for the truth. Again. Before my parents got divorced in 2010, I used to be a happy little kid. I wasn't a brony yet, of course, but I used to be full of laughter and smiles. Of course, all that went away when the divorce happened. Then I started going to school, very shortly after I got the news that the divorce was going to happen. It was as if life just didn't want me to be happy anymore. And as the years went by, things seemed to get progressively worse. School was always awful, and my dad never came to his senses and reunited with us. 2013 had to be the absolute mountain peak of the entire ordeal. My dad had announced that he had considered a relationship with another woman. I broke down. I remember laying in my bed crying for what had to be close to an hour. Fast forward to summer of 2013, my dad moves to a new house far across town with his new woman and her kids, and worst of all, I was expected to smile and be happy through it all. I wanted to end my life. I remember occasionally I would search for suicide methods on the internet. However, that was also during the time I discovered My Little Pony Friendship is Magic and became a brony. I think 2013 was also the time I stopped believing in God. And to this day, even feeling a little better than before, I never looked back at my cringeworthy Christian days. I now know that no matter how faithful you may be, imaginary friends will not help you in a time of need. Fast forward to 2014, I became more and more of a passionate brony. But it was also the year where I had a plan to put an end to the cycle of me having to visit my dad's new family every week. I decided I wasn't going to reward him for leaving my mom and replacing us with another family anymore. Originally, I was just going to cuss both of them out before never seeing them again. But then I thought, wait, I can hurt them where it really hurts. Their wallets. So when Christmas of 2014 was coming up, I put a PS3 on my presents list, and miraculously they gave me one during present time. So then I, not so boldly, yet happily announced, thanks, now I don't have to come here anymore. As hurt as they were, I do not regret making that move. And after a few more emotionally painful visits, I never had to visit them again. It was one of the most satisfying Christmases I had ever had. As for 2015, school was still the worst, despite Season 5 being the best season of MLP ever in my opinion. 2016, things started to get much better. Plus, I went to BronyCon for the first time. And now here I am in 2017, definitely happier, but I still have problems mentally and emotionally. My view on family, love, men, humans, modern society, and life has changed forever. To wrap up on things that came with how I changed, I no longer want to be called by my real name, Michael, anymore. Nowadays, I firmly let people know that I prefer my OC's name, Frostcloud, or my internet name, Mr. Chaos the Cunning Wolf, or Mr. Chaos. Another thing is that I hate anything pornographic involving humans. The only porn I like is clop and yiff. Whenever I see two humans having sex in porn, or even just in a movie, I see it as a disgusting reminder of my dad leaving my mom for another woman. Now, if you enjoy normal human porn, that's completely alright. You don't have to stop enjoying it all because of me sharing my dark past. Another thing is that whenever a family get-together such as a Christmas dinner or a Thanksgiving feast comes around, I get very sensitive. It's just that being around so many other families that were way more successful than mine is not a good feeling for me to have. I recently told my mom that every time we go out to a family gathering of any kind, I now carry my own house key in case I ever have to say, "Look, I can't take this anymore. I'm going home." I think one more thing I'd like to go over is that I don't even want a relationship with a human girl anymore. Now, by now you all probably know this, but my heart belongs to Twilight. But that's a topic I'll go into better detail about some other day. That is all I have to share about my dark past and how it has shaped me into what I am now, in a more scripted manner. Tomorrow for the Hearthwarming Day special, I'll definitely be doing something much more positive. I won't say what it'll be. It's a holiday surprise. Until then, my name is Frostcloud. Thank you all for understanding, and I will see you all for Hearthwarming Day. Broha.